So today we will be discussing on the trial on the window air conditioning system. So the working principle of the window air conditioning system is works on the principle of the vapor compression refrigeration system. So we will discuss on the vapor compression refrigeration system. So you can see here. So this is the compressor, hermetically sealed compressor. So high pressure, high temperature refrigerant is coming out of it. So first of all, low pressure, low temperature liquid refrigerant is enters into the compressor. After that it get compressed and it becomes high pressure, high temperature vapor. So this red line indicates the high pressure, high temperature vapor refrigerant. So after it comes into the condenser, it releases latent heat to the atmosphere and the vapor is converted into a liquid, right? Then this liquid is again come to the expansion device, that is capillary tube, and whatever be the vapor which is present in the refrigerant, which is getting removed by the expansion device. So the expansion device is nothing but capillary tube which is having very less diameter, and that's why it increases its pressure and it makes its liquid one. So whatever be the refrigerant which is enters into the expansion device and whatever be the vapor which is present, that is getting removed by the here somewhere dryer, and then after this one the pressure and temperature of the refrigerant is decreased as it is passing through the expansion device, that is capillary tube is having very small diameter, and that's why the velocity is increased but the pressure and temperature of the refrigerant is getting decreases, and that's why it is get cooled. Then cooled refrigerant, low temperature, low pressure refrigerant is passing through this evaporator. Liquid refrigerant here is passing through the evaporator and then it is evaporated. It takes the latent heat from the surrounding and then it gets evaporated, and then again the low pressure, low temperature liquid refrigerant or evaporated refrigerant is enters into the compressor. So this is how our simple vapor compression cycle is works. So our window air conditioning system is works on the same principle. So you can see here, this is the compressor, this is the condenser, then after that here somewhere it is the expansion device, and then there is an evaporator. So low pressure, low temperature refrigerant is enters into the compressor, then it gets compressed and then it is allowed to pass through the condenser, right? Whenever it is passing through the condenser, it releases latent heat to the surrounding with the help of this fan, because this fan will rotates with the help of motor, and that fan is cooled this coil through which the refrigerant is flowing. So vapor refrigerant coming from the compressor is getting becomes liquid over here, and then after that it is enters into the evaporator. Before that it is passing through the expansion device and the analyzer or rectifier. So while passing through the rectifier, it whatever the moisture content vapor which is present in the liquid, that is get removed, okay, and after that it is allowed to pass through the expansion device, that is the capillary tube, and then finally it is enters into the evaporator. So in the evaporator side there is a blower, right? So it takes the air from the room. This is the inside of the room and this is the outside of the room. So there is a partition wall, okay. So inside portion of the room is evaporator, there is cooling device, and outside room is nothing but the condenser, that is heating device, okay. So whatever be the heat which is generated into the system, that is outside the wall, and whatever be the cooling or cooled air which is produced in the system, that should be in the inside of the wall, and that's why this portion is placed inside the wall, and that's why this portion, condenser portion, is placed outside the wall, okay. So this blower takes the air from the room. While taking it is passing through this cooling coil, so that is called evaporating coil, and then cooled air is allowed to circulate in the room. So it takes the hot air from the room and circulate the cold air to the room. So similarly here you can see this is the partition wall, right, and this is the evaporator side, this is the condenser side. Okay, so there is a blower, this is the blower, so this is the blower, okay, and there is a fan. So this is the condenser, this one is the compressor, right, hermetically sealed compressor. Then high pressure high temperature refrigerant is enters into this coil, that is condenser coil. After that it is passing through the various that is the analyzer and the capillary tube, and finally it enters into the evaporator, right. So it takes the air from this surrounding, from the room, and it is allowed to, and it is cooled, and then cooled air is circulated into the room. Okay, so this is how the window air conditioning system is works. So now you can see here in actual air conditioning system. So this is our this is not yes, this is the hermetically sealed compressor, right, and here the air is refrigerant is enters, that is at the low pressure low temperature, and then it get compressed, then high pressure high temperature refrigerant is becomes, and then that high pressure high temperature refrigerant is allowed to pass through the this condenser coil. So these are the condenser coil, right, this is the condenser, okay, and there is a fan, you can see there is a fan, there is a rotating fan, you can see, right, from that side also you can see. Yes, so you can see these are the condenser coil, okay, these are the condenser coil. So high pressure high temperature refrigerant is enters into this coil, then it releases latent heat to the surrounding. So you can feel here hot air outside the condenser coil, right, and cold air in the inside of the room. Okay, so that's why there is a partition wall, right, there is a partition wall, and the motor is placed in between of the at the center point of the wall. So outside portion is nothing but the high temperature zone, that is condenser coil, and the compressor that is placed outside the wall, and cold section is nothing but the inside the wall. So there is an evaporator coil. Okay, so after the compressor the refrigerant is enters into the condenser coil, it releases latent heat to the surrounding, then it becomes the liquid, and then liquid refrigerant is allowed to pass through the capillary tube. Okay. Yeah, this one is capillary tube, you can see, right. So it has very less diameter, very small diameter, you can see here. Yes, this one is the capillary tube. Okay, so after that whenever it is passing through the capillary tube, you can see here the diameter of the capillary tube is very small, and that's why the pressure and temperature will be reduced. So whenever it is passing through the capillary tube, that time at the end portion that refrigerant, that liquid refrigerant is become cool. Okay, and that cold chilled refrigerant is allowed to pass through the evaporator coil. So there is an evaporator coil, inside of that there is an evaporator coil. So you can see here, it is not visible now, but inside of this there is an evaporator coil. Okay, likewise condenser coil, there is an evaporator coil. Yes, you can see here these are the cooling coil. This coil is called the cooling coil or the evaporator coil. Okay, so whenever it is passing through this one, you can see here very chilled, right, the temperature is very chilled, the very chilled refrigerant is passing through this one. So it takes the air, there is a blower at the back side of this one, so it takes the air from the room, and while taking it air, it passing through this cooling coil, and then cold air is allowed to circulate again from here with the help of blower. You can see that rotating blower at the inside. Yes, there is a rotating blower at the inside, and you can see the cold air which is taken, which is circulated to the room after it passing through the cooling coil. So it takes the air from the room and it is allowed to pass through the that cooling coil. After it get cooled, that cold air is again circulated to the or supplied to the room. Okay, so this is how the working of the window air conditioning system is works. Now we will look it into the observation table. Very first one is time. Time. So what is the time of this current date and time? Okay, then inlet air temperature. So outside, that is the room temperature before cooling, and then outlet air temperature. This is DBT indicates dry bulb temperature, WBT indicates wet bulb temperature. Similarly, for the outlet air temperature means what? This temperature. Okay, so cool temperature after the refrigeration system or window air conditioning system. So what is the dry bulb temperature of the outside outlet temperature of the system, and WBT wet bulb temperature. Suction pressure. What is the suction pressure of the refrigerant, and what is the discharge pressure of the refrigerant? Okay, low pressure and high pressure in kgf per centimeter square, kgf per centimeter square. Then refrigerant temperatures. So similarly to the previous experiment, we have again 5 or 4 different temperatures, that is after evaporator, 1, 2 after compressor, 3 after condensation, and 4 is after expansion. Okay, so these are the 4 different temperature: after compression, after condensation, after expansion, after evaporation. Then energy meter reading. So that is to be for the 10 impulse of the time duration required for the 10 impulse of the or 10 pulses of the meter, energy meter. And then manometer reading. So this is the manometer reading. We can calculate from here, right? So this is now at 0. Then whatever be the pressure which is created, so that will be measured in mm. And then last one is suction area of air outlet section. So this is the section area, right? So this height is 21 and 13 is the width. Okay, so there is 21 by 13. Okay, now how can we just take it? So you can see here, we will measure here dry bulb temperature and wet bulb temperature of the room dry bulb temperature and room wet bulb temperature. Okay, so now we can see here किती आहे तर खूप दाखवत आहे. Okay, around 35. Okay, 34. That silver line indicates the temperature, right? How much is there? Okay, no. 34, 35 is there. 34, right? मेड ड्राय बल्बच्या बद्दल बोलत आहे. ड्राय बल्ब 34 dry bulb temperature, and wet bulb temperature is, this is 20, this is 25, 26, 27, 27.5. Okay, so that is the wet bulb temperature. So you can see here the wet bulb temperature is measured whenever it is what we can say that key, whenever it is coated with the wet cloth. Okay, and it is open to atmosphere. Okay, without wet cloth. Okay, now we will measure here. So that is time today is, let us say 4 p.m. Dry bulb temperature here is how much? 34 degrees Celsius and 27 degrees Celsius, for example. Okay, Then we'll measure here. The temperature of the air which is coming out of the system after cooling coil. Silver line indicates the temperature of the air. 20, 25, 26, 27, right? 27 is dry-bulb temperature and wet bulb temperature is 23. Okay. Then suction pressure from this pressure gauge. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 3.5. Okay. This is 3.5 kgf per centimeter square, and this one is discharge pressure 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18.5. Okay, so this one will be 18.5. Then different temperatures. Okay, so first one is after compressor, sorry, after evaporator. After evaporator, so here 28.9. T2 is after compressor 77.0. Third, after condensation or condenser, that is 49.1. And fourth one is after expansion, that is 2.4 or 2.3. Okay, 2.3. So energy meter reading for 10 impulse, time duration required for the 10 impulse. Okay, so till to that time we will take the manometer reading. So you can see here manometer reading. So this is now at 0, and now we can see the difference of the pressure or the air. Okay, there is a change. Now it is around 1.75. okay, 1.75, or it is around 2. It goes to 2. Okay, and now we will take the reading for the energy meter. Okay, start. 1, just one, repeat again. Okay, start. Just one, start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. 13.78. Okay, seconds. Okay, so this is how you can complete your observation table, right? First one is the inlet air temperature, dry bulb temperature, that is room temperature 34 degrees Celsius, wet bulb temperature 27 degrees Celsius, outlet air temperature, that is the air which is coming out of the cooling system, that is 27 degrees Celsius of dry bulb temperature and 23 degrees Celsius of wet bulb temperature. Then suction pressure okay, 3.5, and discharge pressure is 18.5. Then different temperature of the refrigerant at different condition. After compression 77, okay. Then after condensation 49.1, after expansion 2.3, after evaporation 28.9, and energy meter 13.78 seconds required for 10 impulse. Manometer reading in mm, that is 2, and suction area is 13 into 21. Okay, so this is how we will complete. You can complete a demonstration on the window air conditioner system. Calculation part that I will tell you later on in the separate lecture. So thank you everyone. Have a good day.